So go ahead and lie back on your bolster. And settle yourself completely. Let the breath come to a soft and steady rhythm. Make sure nothing is gripping, nothing is aching, nothing is straining. Make sure you're centered. And then begin the observation of your normal breath. Begin the observation of the resting breath. So I want to evoke the Panchabhutas today, the 5 elements, and observe the Panchabhutas in pranayama. So one way to do that is to observe in the nature of the breath, how it changes. So I'm thinking of the lower abdominal region, below the navel, as earth element. And then the region of the navel as water. And then the region of the upper abdomen as fire. The chest region as air. And then ether is the space that permeates the whole body. So the way that we'll work with it in the breath so as you exhale completely, begin the inhale from the pit of the abdomen, that's earth. Start to bring the breath up into the water element, into the solar plexus for fire, all the way into the heart and into the lungs, heart and lungs region. And then let it permeate, let it kind of spread as ether through the whole trunk. And then go back down. Ether, air, fire, water, sending the breath back down to earth. You can take your own pace, but traveling through all 5 bhutas on the way up and on the way down. Notice how the quality of the breath changes as it travels up and down through the entirety of the trunk. So the earth region is associated with the root chakra, that part of us which is most connected to the earth, the lower pelvic region. And then the water element is associated with the uterus and the organs of the lower abdominal region. As we travel the consciousness upward, then the solar plexus is associated with heat, with digestive fire. And then, of course, the lungs are filled with air, so that's quite literal. And then ether, the space all around. So continue with this awareness. Keep cultivating this image, the feeling of the breath changing as it goes up and down the trunk. You can also choose to stay in one region longer or shorter. So you could have an earth-centric breath, you could have a water-centric breath, fire-centric breath, and so on. So you can change the rhythm. You can apply different rhythms to the breath. Also, observe the transition between the elements. Observe what happens as the breath is traveling from earth to water to air to ether. In that last stage of the etheric breath, it's not like anything is really moving. Like in the previous stages, the physical body is actually moving as the breath is traveling. In the final stage, it's not as if the physical body is actually moving, it's just kind of a holding and allowing the etheric element to kind of percolate and permeate. So finish this cycle. Return to the resting, unmediated breath for a little while. And then let's try a few Viloma cycles. And so with the Viloma cycles, let's do short 5 different stages to correspond with the 5 bhutas, the 5 elements, and just a short pause. So they're not going to be, of course, big breaths. It's just 5 small breaths, and then with a short pause. So I'll talk you through the first few cycles, and then you'll be on your own. So exhaling out together. Inhale, earth element, pause, just the very lowest bit of the abdomen. Inhale to the navel region, water, pause. Inhale to the upper abdomen, fire, pause. Inhale, filling the lungs, pause. And then just pause here a little bit longer to let the ether spread. And then let it go. Exhale. Yeah, so it's actually four short breaths. Okay, exhale completely. Inhale, pit of the abdomen. Pause. Inhale, navel region. Pause. Inhale, upper abdomen. Pause. Inhale, lungs, chest. And then give a moment for the etheric element to spread, and then exhale. So you can do a series with this breath pattern. So with pauses in between, you get a chance to really feel the distinction, to really distinguish between the elements. That pause allows you to really feel the difference. Okay, so do one more cycle. This is Abhyantara Viloma. Return to normal breathing. Okay, so now let's try a few cycles of Baihya Viloma. So the same thing, except now the interrupted breath is going to be on the exhale. So I'll talk you through the first few cycles and then you'll be on your own. So with this next breath, exhale completely. And then inhaling from the pit of the abdomen, earth, water, fire, air, ether. And now Baihya Viloma. So now exhale the air region. Pause. Exhale the fire region, solar plexus. Pause. Exhale the water region. Navel. Pause. Exhale all the way down to the pit of the abdomen. Kind of carving out the abdomen. And then resting breath or two. All right. Exhale completely. Take a slow, soft inhale. Earth, water, fire, air, ether. And then exhale the air region. Pause. Exhale the solar plexus region. Fire. Pause. Exhale the water region, the navel region. Pause. And then exhale all the way into the pit of the abdomen. Pause. And then take a resting breath or two, and then repeat. Your own rhythm. Feeling the distinctness of each stage, feeling the distinctness of each element. The pause is in order to allow the effects to kind of soak in, to kind of gather yourself, gather your senses. So finish this cycle. And return to normal breathing. And then when you're ready, roll to your side and sit up. Okay, so let's do some seated. So get your supports. Your seated pranayama. So when we're seated, when we're upright, we have a little bit more access to our back body. So we're going to do the same vilomas, but see if you can feel the elements moving through the back body. The abdomen has to really lift and pull back in order to support that wideness and the movement of the elements in the back body. Okay, so we'll do a few cycles. I'll talk you through the first few cycles and then you'll be on your own. So from here, roll the shoulders back, bring your head down, exhaling completely. So we'll just first do a few cycles of Ujjayi with the awareness of the elements. Exhaling. Inhaling from the pit of the abdomen. Feel the sacrum broadening behind you. Inhaling into the water element, fire, air, ether, and then coming back down. Air, fire, water, earth. Take a resting breath if you need to. And do 2 more cycles. Feel the back body spreading as you inhale. Without slouching. So you're still sitting up really tall, but feel that back body responding to the breath. The front body lifting to support the back body. And now let's move on to some vilomas. So exhale completely. Inhale, earth element, pit of the abdomen, pause. Inhale, water, navel region, pause. Inhale, solar plexus, fire, pause. Inhale all the way through the lungs. Pause. Let the ether spread through the whole trunk now. And then exhale. Exhale completely. Inhale, lower abdomen, earth element. Pause. Inhale, water element, navel region. Pause. Inhale, upper abdomen, fire region. Pause. Inhale all through the lungs, the entire chest region. Pause. In that pause, let the etheric element spread, percolate, permeate, and then exhale. All right, do 3 more cycles on your own. 3 more cycles of Viloma, Abhyantara Viloma, with the awareness of the elements, especially with the awareness of the back body. Another thing that's nice about seated pranayama is you have a little bit more access to your arms. So the arms are not working in a muscular way, but they can help by turning the upper arm bones out. You can help to maintain the lift of the chest, maintain the spaciousness of the chest, and the uprightness of the spine to create the space for the breath. After you finish those cycles, then Return to normal breathing and bring your head up with your eyes closed. Continue yourself crossing the legs. Okay, so now let's do a few Bhaya Vinoma cycles. Okay, so you'll take a slow, soft inhale and then take 4 stages to come to exhale. Okay, I'll talk you through it and then you'll do a few cycles on your own. Inhale, lift the chest, exhale, bow your head down, Jalandhara Bandha. Take 1 cleansing breath to prepare. And then exhaling completely, take a slow, soft inhale. At the top of the inhale, let the ether percolate. And then exhale the lung region. Pause. Exhale the solar plexus. 5. Pause. Inhale the navel, water region. Sorry, exhale. Exhale into the pit of the abdomen. And then take a resting breath. Slow, soft inhale. Let the etheric element spread. Exhale, air, lung region. Exhale, solar plexus, fire region. Exhale, water, navel region. Exhale all the way to the pit of the abdomen. Resting breath for 2. 3 more cycles on your own. Keep the awareness of the back body. Give a little extra rotation of the arms to keep the sides of the chest lifting and the spine upright. Feel the distinctness of each region. Even you might notice that the quality of the breath is distinct in each region. Keep the awareness of the back body broad and lifted. And when you finish those 3 cycles, then return to normal breathing. Head up, eyes closed when you're done. All right, so now you'll lie down for Shavasana. Clear your mat. And completely rest. Let the breath come back to normal. Let the nervous system come back to normal. I will officially end the meeting, but you can stay. Stay for at least 5 minutes, okay? Have a wonderful day.